What's going on? This is Alan Brown, aka Bully the Kid, and this video is by popular demand because a lot of people don't know how to set up their bass guitar when they first get it, or how to reset it up, make sure it's set up, whatever the case may be. If you're watching this video, the prior two videos were actually the unboxing of both of these basses, and I just received them maybe 2-3 hours ago. Changed clothes since that video because I got playing the drums and laying tracks and stuff. Those videos are gonna pop out later, so y'all gonna see all that stuff. But it's basically, the last two videos is me basically geeking out about how awesome these are for as cheap as they are. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna run you through what I do to set my basses up to my spec. I say it for me because I'm not you. I don't have your taste in levels of how you play and that stuff, so you can adjust it for what you do. But yeah, let's get into it. So I pull the bass out of the box, and I'm just arbitrarily just grabbing a bass. This is just what happened to be there. So I pull the bass out of the box, and the first thing I do, right, is I run my finger along the edges, and you're looking for jagged spots, anything that would catch your finger. Why would you do that? So that you could level the fret at the edge so it's not scratching your finger and you don't bleed out all over your bass. It has happened to me. I have done it. It is very stupid. Trust me, you want to do this as soon as you get the bass so you don't have that type of headache later. What you're wanting is a nice rolled corner to your fret, and these are frets just in case you didn't know. So you're looking for a nice roll to where it almost feels level with the metal from the string. That's what you're looking for. As long as it's not grabbing or ripping you up. This bass actually came out really good. I don't feel anything, so that's a check. Next thing I do is I turn the bass on its heel towards the ground, or you can bring it up, but I have a ceiling fan, so I'm not gonna do that. But I turn the bass on its heel, I take my eye, and I put it at the edge of the bridge. And what I'm looking here for is if there's any visible neck bow or bend. So you're looking for it to be perfectly straight. You don't want it to bend like this because you'll start fret buzzing out towards the middle and towards the high side or the dusty end of the bass guitar and stuff like that. And you don't want it to this direction. I'm talking about the neck flat. You don't want it this direction, because obviously you won't be able to play any notes because the wood will be higher in the middle than it is on the ends. So basically you can only play here and you can't play anywhere here. So you're looking for it to be as flat as possible. Okay, so if it looks visibly straight, and it is, the next thing I do is I go to where the neck meets the body of the bass on the E string. Okay, so if I can show you, it's literally right there on that dot. See the dot right there? I push that down, okay, and I go to about the 5th to the 7th fret, which is the 2nd and 3rd dot, and I'm looking for string space. And if I think I can put like a piece of paper or a credit card there, then the neck itself is good. So I'm holding it down. It should only give me, yeah, that's about a credit card. And for me, that's cool. So with that being said, the only thing that you have to then look at is your bridge pole pieces. So here, it's basically how low is comfortable for you, how low you can get the string down to the fretboard to make it easier or whatever to play. So for me, I like low action. Low action means the strings are lower to the fingerboard, and that's just for me, how I slap and what I'm used to. I always go low action. That's just a me thing. So one thing when you're actually messing with these pole pieces, and I'm about to go ahead and do it now, you want to make sure that they're level with itself. Like right now, and I'm just not seeing this, I have a pole piece, I have a bridge piece this first one that's right here, and if you can see it, I'm not sure I can show you this, it's caddy corner. I'm not sure you can see it, but it's not exactly straight flat across. So what I would do is I'd then visibly bring it down. Keep in mind, you might want to loosen up your string so you don't pop a string when you're raising and lowering the bridge pieces. Had to find that out the hard way. So I'm trying to get it to where it visibly looks horizontal, this bridge piece here. And from there, then I could then tune to true tone and then start adjusting for feel there. That's probably going to end up being it right there. That might end up being it. I still got to tune up though. So basically it's how low, for me, it's how low you can get the string to the fretboard and you don't fret out or buzz out. Now, pros and cons of doing this. Pros, if you're a speed player or if you don't really like to dig in that much and you like to play light and get the fast notes and stuff, having low action could probably be your thing. If you're an aggressive player, like a guy that plays like really heavy metal, or you play with a pick and you dig off in there, then it might benefit you to have higher action on your strings. So you're not being caught by the string up or the string down when you're doing your strokes and stuff like that. That's just what I found. Chances are, if you digging in that hard, you're not moving your left hand that fast. At least that's to my theory. That's what I think. So, yeah, so I do pretty much funk, and I'm like a featherer. So I don't play as hard. I just turn the bass up and then play regular. So I don't do that often. But yeah, so that's what I'm about to actually do. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Hopefully this helped somebody out there to get an idea of how to set up a bass. Only thing I didn't talk to you about is intonation. And I'm glad I actually caught that before I said peace. Intonation is basically making sure the note that you're playing open here is the same note there. Okay? So you're playing a note here, you want to make sure that's the same note. And how you get that is you'll have to take a screwdriver and you'll actually put the screwdriver in this piece here and you'll twist, and that's going to bring the bridge piece forward and back. Okay? A general premise, what you're going to find out is most basses, the bridge pieces, these individual pieces will be, if that's a flat orientation, once you do the intonation, most of them end up looking similar to this. Most of them. It's not 100% foolproof. So if it's like this right now, which it is, it's completely pretty much straight right now. By the end of me intonating it, it's going to end up being here. And that basically ensures that whenever I'm going and doing grooves and I slide up to past the 12th fret, the notes I'm playing here are true to the notes I'm playing here. And I don't have to think about it. I just slide there, do what I got to do, and then go back down and stuff like that. But that's a little bit upper level of playing. And that's not necessarily, I wouldn't say it's necessarily important for the beginner player, which would be grabbing this bass or watching me, because I'm not a professional bass player. I do this for fun. I like messing with y'all. So, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and set this bad boy up and stuff like that. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Y'all be easy.